You're watching ESPN on ABC, home of the 2010 Rose Bowl game and the City BCS National Championship game.
When the Hawkeyes play in Iowa City, it's an event. Yes, it's cold outside, but who cares? These Hawkeyes are unbeaten and awaiting Michigan. And the Hawks All-American tackle, Brian Bulaga, is ready for his next battle.
The wait for the Wolverines has been agonizing. For those who love this team so much, dry spells are painful. But by the look of things, the wait may soon be over. A second-year head coach and a freshman quarterback have boosted a program too proud to stay down for long.
20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Tate Forcier!
Lining up against them, undefeated Iowa, on a mission to make believers out of the naysayers who think their record doesn't reflect who they really are.
The punch block, and he's going to go for a touchdown. Claiborne does it again.
The Michigan Wolverines climbing back toward the top. The Iowa Hawkeyes determined to stay there.
You are looking live at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, the site of a key conference matchup under the lights on Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Southwest Airlines. Well, the implications huge for the undefeated Hawkeyes. They host the Michigan Wolverines, who have come ready to battle in their first matchup since 2006. Another sellout crowd, and they are ready to rock Iowa. Good evening, welcome everybody. With Kirk Herbstreit, nice road trip up from Baton Rouge. I'm Brent Musburger. Glad you dropped by tonight. You know, Kirk, a late story with the Wolverines. Carlos Brown, a home run hitter, didn't make the trip. Well, what are they going to do in their backfield now?
Well, I think the key here is that Brandon Minor, who before the season started was really, in my opinion, going to be one of the marquee running backs in the entire Big Ten Conference. Runs with tremendous passion. He's had a high ankle sprain all year long that slowed him. Rich Rodriguez told me on the field before the game, this is the best he's felt in weeks, and they expect him to carry most of the load tonight, which is huge for Michigan.
Now, Ricky Stanzi and the Hawkeyes offense, they have been building a core of receivers, but what about the Iowa quarterback?
Well, I think Ricky Stanzi is the key, not only tonight for Iowa, but for the rest of the season. He has at times been inconsistent. At times he's looked very dominant, in control, in great rhythm, and then other times he makes poor decisions. I remember a couple weeks ago when we were in Happy Valley, he looked pretty good, and then he came into some trouble. So I think tonight, at home, with a great crowd, people feeling excited about what this Iowa team can do, just play smart, give the ball to your playmakers, and if Stanzi makes good decisions, Iowa's going to be tough to beat in this stadium tonight.
And the Hawkeyes are dreaming of Rose Bowl, folks, but they've got a tough schedule. And this is one of their first big games against Tate Forcier and the Michigan Wolverines here tonight before a sellout crowd. It'll be Iowa against the Wolverines. Rich Rodriguez matched against Iowa's Kirk Ferentz. This is the first time that these two have squared off as head football coaches here. And meanwhile, big Adrian Claiborne, outstanding defensive end, and the left tackle for the Wolverines, 6'7" Mark Ortman, as the Hawkeyes take the field. And here come the Wolverines. This has been the Nissan pregame shift. Kickoff for Michigan and Iowa coming up next. Welcome back to Iowa City, another important stop along the drive to the national championship. It is chilly here tonight. Football weather in the Midwest. 30 degrees, wind chill at 24. No snow, as we had here earlier today. How about our two quarterbacks now? Well, Ricky Stanzi, he's from the shores of Lake Erie. This weather won't bother him. But how about Tate Forcier? Right now it is 66 degrees out in San Diego. Lisa Salters, just a little bit different weather for Tate.
Oh, that's right, Brent. It is cold down here, but like you said, so much better than the snow that we saw earlier this morning. When I saw that, I was thinking, oh my goodness, but Tate Forcier was playing weatherman, texting me saying, don't worry, Lisa, it'll end by game time, and sure enough, it did. He says this weather doesn't really bother him at all. In fact, he says he's played in cold like this all spring long in Ann Arbor. Remember that he enrolled back in January, enrolled early. Forcier did tell me that he was probably going to wear gloves tonight, though, Brent, because of the cold, but he warmed up without them. So it looks as though he's going to try to go as long as he can without the gloves, but don't be surprised if he puts them on as the temperature drops down here. Guys.
All right, Lisa. Well, a fact that may have eluded you. Certainly you know that the Florida Gators are sitting on the nation's longest win streak going into their showdown with LSU. They've won 14 in a row, but look who's number 2. The Iowa Hawkeyes. They have won 9 straight games. And Texas going into Colorado tonight. They have the 3rd longest win streak in the nation with 8. So Kirk Ferentz on the near side. And on the other side, Michigan winning the toss for Coach Rodriguez. And that is Chuck Long. He was the honorary captain. He flipped the coin there with Ferentz. And there is Rodriguez on the far sideline. So Michigan deferred after winning the toss, and the Hawkeyes will begin here on offense. And another fabulous crowd at Iowa City. Looking forward to watching the young rascal matched against Stanzi. Brian White will put the ball on the tee for the Wolverines. Paul Chaney, number 26, and Brandon Wager, the freshman. Number 3 right there.